smoke
medical,
weed every day.
The following thoughts on Hoppe Hour represent Brian Hoppe and Facet. Listener discretion is advised.
Live from Tampa Bay, you are tuned in to Hoppe Hour.
He's the voice of a generation that got screwed by the baby boomers. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour starts in 4, 3, 2, Hoppe. Hoppe, Hoppe. This is Hoppe Hour with Hoppe.
Yes, sir. You are tuned into Hoppe Hour. I am your host, Ryan Hoppe. Call the show and leave me a voicemail. 856-49-HOPPE. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, RyanHoppeRadio at gmail.com. If this is the first time you are listening to my show, hi. I talk about celebrity news. I talk about medical marijuana, talk about sex and dating while playing the best rappers and R&B singers in the Tampa Bay area. And we have so much to get into today. First of all, I don't know if you heard, but they're claiming that Amber Heard is going to have a big comeback. You know what I'm saying? Amber Heard could go on to make the greatest movie of all time or whatever, and I will always think of her as the girl that took a dump on the bed. Sorry.
Oh, Happy Hot Topic.
Everybody thought, we talk about this all the time in our office, that you cannot take a snapshot of somebody at their worst moment in their life.
TMZ, you've been doing that since day one. What the hell are you talking about?
Or their career, and say that will define them for the rest of their lives. Now, sometimes, rarely that may be the case, but almost always it isn't, but everybody always thinks it is.
Yep. This one was a big one that everyone was saying.
Case in point, Amber Heard. We thought she was over and out.
I mean, someone was going to give her a gig. Whoever thought that Amber Heard was over and out and had no chance of a comeback is ignorant. You are not accurate in the way you think.
After she lost that trial to Johnny Depp, she left the United States for Spain.
Yeah.
And we thought, okay, she's fleeing, never to be heard again.
I feel like Spain is where everybody goes when they need a little break. If you have money and you need a break, you go to Spain.
Well, all of a sudden, we saw her in Spain, and people were coming up to her, and they were friendly, and they were asking for autographs, and she seemed happy with her child there. Well, guess what?
What?
She was at an Italian film festival over the weekend for her new movie, In the Fire, which is such a great name for Amber Heard's life.
Yeah. What would be a good name for Harvey Levin's life? Exploiting people while pretending to be their friend, part one?
In the Fire, and she was received well, and she was happy, and you see it in her face.
Yeah, of course Amber Heard was going to be happy. She wasn't being bothered by the paparazzi in America. Like, for example, people found out about this film fest after the event happened. If this was the Cannes Film Fest or whatever, you would have had paparazzi waiting for a week. But no wonder she's happy. She's being left alone over there. Kind of like how we see Lindsay Lohan seeming really happy over in Dubai. When you live somewhere and they don't really care who the hell you are, that's got to be nice.
Look, she's positively beaming. We've seen some signs of this, like you said, when she's in Spain and fielding questions from photographers and so forth. But now it's quite clear. You know, she's picked up the pieces of her life after that verdict in the Johnny Depp case. She's in a movie called In the Fire. She's got a co-star. She's back out there in Hollywood. It's a smaller film. It's in Italy. It sounds like not necessarily a big production, but this is a foot back in that industry for sure.
This is massive because everyone's like, she's never going to do anything again. She's done working. No one wants to work with her.
Absolutely.
And now look at her. Oh my God, this makes me so happy to see her like this.
The thing too is I love how they're like, it's not that big of a movie, but it's a foot in the door. I bet she made at least $1 million. And anybody out there that's even debating if it's a big enough movie or not, I want to see you make a movie. I'm waiting.
Everyone was Team Johnny and just counting her out.
Yeah, and there was speculation that she was sort of in hiding in Spain or something and trying to be away from the limelight. She may just prefer to be there, and she obviously still likes acting and being a celebrity in some sense because she's in a movie now.
Well, it's gonna be interesting to see how people how people view this, because there are a lot. Look, life is not an etch-a-sketch. Well, oftentimes it's not, where you can just erase what happened in the past and all of a sudden, everything's kumbaya.
That might be the most accurate thing Harvey Levin has ever said.
A lot of people had a lot of beef with Amber Heard, felt she was lying about Johnny Depp, felt that she ruined his career.
She kind of did.
They were very angry at her. Now the question...
All right, just because she's doing better now, let's not pretend she's not a sociopath that totally didn't ruin his reputation a little bit.
It's this kind of the maxim, everybody loves a comeback.
Yeah.
So has everything now been reset, and people are going to say, let bygones be bygones, and now Amber Heard has another shot, and if she's good...
I think so. I think people are over it. They see, like, Johnny's moving on. He has all this stuff come out. He's, like, working with Dior. So it's like, let her just do her thing.
That's kind of how breakups seem to go. It's like, at some point, you kind of have to move on, because then it's like you're living your own life and whatever. Breakups are never fun, but sometimes you gotta be the bigger person. And it seems like in that case, Johnny Depp was sort of the bigger person, even though he was a drunken moron. They both seemed like such imbeciles in that case. There was not one person in that case that really won. Even though Johnny kind of won or whatever, he didn't really win. He didn't come out a winner because he was with her and he treated her pretty badly. Now, I grew up in the Midwest, you know what I'm saying? And when it was cold out, there was really nothing to do. So I would watch The Wheel of Fortune with my mom while eating TV dinners. And I always thought that Pat Sajak was the most bland, boring host ever. At least with Alex Trebek, he acted like he was smarter than you, even though he was reading off of a teleprompter. But Pat Sajak, man, God bless him. He made a career out of spinning a wheel. And I don't know if you heard about the new host. This new host is quite fascinating because he's essentially, I'm telling you right now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls that are listening to my show, that are listening to me talk, as some weird radio people will say, in your ear hole. If you're listening to me right now, this next person that's going to replace Pat Sajak only makes sense because he's bland and boring as well.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
And one more thing, by the way, Ryan Seacrest has posted on Instagram he will take over host of Wheel of Fortune after...
I love how people are like, how does he do a radio show and a TV show and blah, 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 blah. First of all, his radio show is pre-recorded, so it's not like he's there live every day. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he's showing up at 4 and doing 24-hour days. Some of it's refurbished. You know what I'm saying?
And one more thing, by the way, Ryan Seacrest has posted on Instagram he will take over host of Wheel of Fortune after Pat Sajak retires at the...
It's sad. I saw that Andy Cohen really wanted the gig, and I think Andy Cohen would have been funny. They should have just made an absolute positive mockery out of it and have everybody drinking wine and have everybody doing lines of coke like Andy Cohen probably does. I think he would have brought a party atmosphere to Wheel of Fortune, and it would have just scared all the baby boomers out there. Oh my God, it's Andy Cohen. Time to spin the wheel and talk about desperate housewives that are in real life. But the person on this planet who might possibly have the easiest job to ever exist on planet Earth would be this woman right here.
Here are the stars of our show. Pat Sajak and Vanna White.
I'm talking about Vanna White. Well, Pat Sajak as well, but especially Vanna White.
The last time Vanna White got a pay raise for Wheel of Fortune might have been 18 years ago.
Oh, I'm not saying it's hard work to do things that you're not even really doing, but at the same time, you got to think about it like this. You're being paid a lot of money. I love when people that don't really need pay raises all of a sudden are complaining about not getting pay raises. Like if you're part-time and you want a pay raise, that's one thing. But let me look up Vanna White's annual salary. $3 million a year. Well, by the way, Pat Sajak makes about 5 times more, but also he's probably deserving of that 5 times more of the amount of money he's making. I said that kind of weird, because he's actually doing work. So he's doing 5 times the work of Vanna White.
How many more years do you want to do this?
Wow. Well, there's certainly a few more left in me.
Yeah.
The claim is being reported by Puck just weeks after the retirement news from Pat Sajak, who announced the upcoming 41st season will be his last.
43 years. It's crazy.
We're getting near the end. I mean, we're not going to do this for another 40 years.
The outlet says Vanna's hired an aggressive new lawyer.
Oh, the lawyer that's like, let's pretend like she's had talent the whole time. It's kind of like that analogy that Harvey Levin just used talking about Amber Heard, only it goes with Vanna White of saying, let's not etch-a-sketch the past and act like, like with the Amber Heard thing, it was let's not pretend like she wasn't crazy. In this manner, it's let's not pretend like she's had talent. You know what I'm saying?
Hoping to land her first pay bump in almost 2 decades.
Yeah.
That would boost her reported $3 million a year salary.
I think it's just a half hour of family fun. We've been
and a lot of easy work.
Been around for a long time. We have babies that watch our show. We have 100-year-olds that watch our show. It's something for everyone.
Yeah, because it's mindless TV. That's why don't go on this hierarchy energy and be like, oh, we're providing riveting entertainment. No, you're spinning a whale.
We're very similar. We're both pretty low-key. I mean, we take our job seriously. We don't take ourselves too seriously.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Pat Sajak doesn't really seem to take himself too seriously. Why? Because all his talk shows failed.
It would be difficult if she was running around with this ego, oh, look how popular I am because I touch letters,
Meanwhile, Puck has sources claiming Sajak makes 5 times as much as his co-host.
We all thought we'd been on to our second or third or fourth job, but we just can't shake this one.
ET's reached out to Vanna for comment.
Now we will officially welcome her. Please do that for Vanna White.
The first day of Wheel of Fortune, and everybody looks younger, and it's a very 80s setup, especially with the hair.
That's Vanna's first day on the Wheel of Fortune set almost 40 years ago.
My name is Vanna White, and here I am. Pat Sajak is a terrific guy to work with, and I'm not jealous of him. He's not jealous of me.
Give it about 10 years, and everything will change.
We're perfect.
The 66-year-old, along with Sajak,
I love MILFs. I love cougars. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I love Vanna White. She may be boring as hell, but she is beautiful. I'm just saying. How can you not find her beautiful? Talentless? Maybe.
Became a household name thanks to the game show staple.
No, I don't get to keep my clothes, unfortunately. I wear a lot of nice clothes on the show and $2,000 gowns, and they all have to be returned.
But I wear it to my first date or whatever. That's not true.
By the way, I have worn over 7,500 dresses.
She probably wears the dresses out and about, but doesn't want to say she does because then she would have got in trouble. Oh, yeah, when I went on a date with that NBA player, I totally wasn't wearing one of the dresses. He had me bent. Never mind.
I have to go. I have to talk to her.
I don't think Pat's retirement probably came as a big shock to the higher-ups, so I don't think he really wanted to leave them sort of hanging in the lurch.
Pretty much, I believe that Ryan Seacrest is going to... I can't think of any other jobs with older hosts that are about to retire, but he replaced Dick Clark. Now he's replacing Pat Sajak. What I'm saying is, I think any job that's being done by a boomer right now, if the boomer hasn't either died off or been replaced yet, think about it and tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio if you have any examples. Because what I'm saying is, any job that's being done by a boomer right now that's close to the end, trust me, Ryan Seacrest will probably end up getting that job. And by the way, when I think about Ryan Seacrest, he kind of reminds me of like an AI character of a host. He doesn't seem real. I've also heard that he's a really good dude.
This is a very planned business decision.
As for Vanna's future on America's Game, Chances are she's near the top of the list to replace Sajak.
I think the odds are pretty well for Vanna White to do.
Well, that didn't happen. That was from a few hours ago. 856-49-HAPPY. 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. All right, we're going to come back, and we're going to talk more about celebrities, which is what we usually do on this show known as Happy Hour. But first, I want to play some good music. This is Balia from the promotions department at Beasley Media Group. She goes by Balenciaga, and she has this song, I Like It, which is really good. So we're going to play this and come back and talk more about everything.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Come on over, I will not be sober. Put you on the sofa. I'm not trying to know ya. Told you once before that you could get your soul snatched. I could throw it way back. Oh, I know you like it. I know you like it. Oh, 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 I treat you like a hoe. I know. Like a hoe. Tell me what's your fantasy. Tell me what you want from me. Tell me what it's gonna be. You and me in the sheets. Tell me what you gonna do when I put this ass on you. And baby, if it's cool with you, I want you to act a fool. Baby, don't you know that I just want you so bad. Tell me that you're feeling the same as me. Cause you know you keep on playing. Come and put your body all over me. You should come on over. I will not be sober. Put you on the sofa. I'm not trying to know ya. Told you once before that you could get your soul snatched. I could throw it way back. Oh, I know you like it. I know you like it. Oh, I know you like it. Oh, like a hoe. I know you like it, oh. I know you like it, oh. I treat you like a hoe. Tell me when you're outside, I'ma take you for a ride. Fuck with me, I'll get you right. Make it last all night. It's whatever you wanna do. I'ma leave it up to you, and I'ma have you feeling new. Whenever we get through, what you doing later? Stop being a player. Come on and lay up with me. Cause you know I've been waiting, but you keep on playing. I just want you one time of me. You should come on over. I will not be sober. Get you on the sofa. I'm not trying to know ya. Told you once before that you could get your soul snatched. I could throw it way back. I know you like it. I know you like it.
Oh, yeah. This following segment has been brought to you by the best Kava and Kratom around. When I tell you that Mitra 9 is the best around, I'm a man of my words. tinyurl.com/HoppyMitra. That's tinyurl.com/HoppyMitra. And check out, use keyword Hoppe, HOPPE, and you will save 20%. which is also 1/5 of the price. I can do basic math. This segment has also been brought to you by DZBZHoney.com. When I tell you that DZBZ Honey is the best Delta 8 and CBD honey, I'm a man of my words. Again, if you go to the checkout and use keyword Hoppe, you can save 20%. But I can't just keep talking about it and not expect you what am I trying to say? That was a very bizarre transition. This show is never perfect. I can't just go, hey, go out there, buy this product, blah, 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 and then you sit around and keep listening to it. You got to make it happen, Captain. That's what I'm trying to say. You got to go to DZBZHoney.com and tinyurl.com/Hoppe Mitra. Because life's too short not to have the best honey and the best Kava and Kratom. You know what I'm saying?
Happy Hour. Call Hoppe now. 856-49-HOPPE. Tweet at him at Ryan Hoppe Radio.
Please don't be offended. He's sorry in advance.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Oh, yeah. We got the latest news on everybody's favorite cougar, known as Larsa Pippen. I mean, I absolutely adore her. I think she would be amazing to hook up with. I believe the arguments are probably annoying as hell, and she's probably annoying as hell. But at the end of the day, you can never hate on a cougar. I love a cougar. Not this type, but one that doesn't use teeth. Because this cougar would use teeth. Wow, I'm actually proud of that joke. 856-49-HOPPE. Because I see this here on TMZ. Larsa Pippen and Marcus Jordan relationship bad for OnlyFans business. Subscribers are not happy. OnlyFans business isn't what it used to be for Larsa Pippen. Because she says her subscribers aren't happy ever since she began dating Marcus Jordan. I believe there's a lot of people that probably are not happy that she's dating Marcus Jordan. That being a guy that has a name that rhymes with Frotty Mippen. The convo popped up during Pippen and Jordan's Q&A with fans on their new podcast, Separation Anxiety, where one supporter asked Michael Jordan's son how he felt about his OnlyFans page. I'm sure this podcast is riveting.
How do you feel about my OnlyFans account? And would you ever want me to delete it? Because I would.
No, I mean, look, like I said, I don't have an issue with it.
You like it, but you don't really like it.
No, I don't have a problem with it.
Because I'm the one getting laid at the end of the day.
I think as long as it makes you happy and you enjoy it, and look, I think it's a source of income for you.
Yeah, because you really have no talent.
Like, I would never want to, block your success or your, well-being.
This is all a lie. In real life, he's like, I kind of hate it.
And so, I think as long as you enjoy it and use it as a career.
It's not good for business since I've been with you.
Well, hey, that's not my fault. I don't blame me.
All you got to do is make some videos and then we'll be subscribed.
Like literally, the people that write me on there are like not happy that I'm in a relationship with you, but it's fun.
I bet the OnlyFans messages that the creators get, sex workers, from the fans are kind of weird. You know what I mean? I can't imagine it's the best. Well, there you go. Got to be killing Scottie Pippen, man. It's got to be driving him absolutely, positively nuts. Also in the news, Leonard Fournette, his car burns to crisp on highway. I'm blessed. Leonard Fournette experienced a terrifying incident on Tuesday. The NFL running back's car burst into flames on the highway, but luckily he seemingly escaped without injury. The 28-year-old Super Bowl champ was driving on I-275 in Tampa Bay when suddenly his whip set ablaze. The Florida Highway Patrol tells TMZ Sports the fire began due to a mechanical issue, not a crash, and the flames were extinguished by a local fire department. The former Tampa Bay Buccaneers running back shared footage of his Dodge Durango SRT Hellcat. That's a long name, which is burnt to a crisp. His quote is of saying, man, it was one of those days today, but I would like to thank God my car caught on fire while I was driving, but I'm still blessed. Man. Oh, he's got to use God. You can't just go, I got pretty lucky. I'm rich and elite, so I always get away with things. It just seems like rich and elite. Like, I feel like if anybody else who's like a normal, everyday, average Joe were to have that happen, they would die. But there's just something that like the universe protects rich and elite. But I'm just saying, like, where's God with all the poor people in the world? You know what I'm saying? Also on Happy Hour, Elon Musk says, I'm training with GSP for a Zuckerberg fight. Elon Musk is pulling out all the stops in preparation for a fight with Mark Zuckerberg. The Twitter honcho just accepted a training offer from UFC legend George St. Pierre, which that is someone that's really good to work out with. I'm not saying any other UFC legends wouldn't be good, but George St. Pierre, he was a beast, bro. If Mark Zuckerberg actually does this, they should do a pay-per-view. Oh my God, Elon Musk is going to kill him. The shocking development in the potential billionaire Brazil went down on Monday when Elon replied to GSP's public pitch to lend a hand in beating Zuck to a pulp in the octagon. His quote was saying, this was the quote by GSP, George St. Pierre. George St. Pierre said, I'm a fan of yours, and it would be an absolute honor to help you and be your training partner for a challenge against Zuckerberg. To which Elon said, let's do it. It's a massive deal for Elon, considering George St. Pierre, the former welterweight and middleweight champion, is arguably the best mixed martial artist of all time. I'm telling you, I cannot think of a better person, especially with that great personality he has. I can only imagine he would be a good mentor for Elon Musk. And then Elon Musk would teach George St. Pierre things. It would be a beneficial relationship. Here is some things from Dana White. Dana White has some comments about it, and I'm just waiting for this video to load on TMZ.com. So call the show, 856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppy Radio, and you can always email me, RyanHoppyRadio@gmail.com. All right, let's see what Dana White has to say about things.
Can we be excited about this? Is there a possibility this is really going to happen?
Well, just to give some clarification. So what he said is Mark Zuckerberg responded with send me location, which is something that Habib Nurmagomedov says when people challenge him. So that was what send me location meant. And I was talking to both Elon and Mark last night. Both guys are absolutely dead serious about this.
Now, wait. Tell us why you say that.
Because they both said, yeah, we'll do it. They both want to do it. Mark Zuckerberg hit me up first and said, is he serious? And I said, I don't know. Let me ask him. I asked him and he said, yeah, I'm dead serious. Obviously and I agree with you, Harvey, this would be the biggest fight ever in the history of the world. Bigger than anything that's ever been done. It would break all pay-per-view records. These guys would raise, hundreds of millions of dollars for charity. Oh, that's where it would go, not their pocket. And, you don't have to be a fight fan.
Oh, no, the clip exploded. Here we go.
And to be interested in this fight, everybody would want to see it.
You would be at the helm here. So is this something you're taking seriously? Is it something you're already trying to organize? Give us a lowdown.
So, yeah, I'm taking Lorenzo Fertitta called me this morning. Station Casinos in Las Vegas is putting a lineup on this today. I'm taking it. Listen, if these guys are serious, I make fights that people want to see. That's what I do for a living. So
yeah.
If they really want to do it and they're serious and we can figure it out and figure out a way to pull this off, I would absolutely positively do this.
And did they both say that they absolutely would only do it for charity?
I don't think either one of them need any money. So
no, they definitely don't need it.
Yeah, I don't think it would be a money thing for either one of them. I think they would both.
Of course it'd be a money thing. The rich and elite always want to get more money. No, they're going to care about other people because that's what the rich and elite do.
they both talked about how much that they could raise for charity. It would be a massive number.
Charity.
That they could both pick a charity that they both care about, and crazy money.
Yeah, the thing with the charity thing is, as I read on the report this week, a lot of charities don't really use the money in the right spot.
Yeah. Do we have a rough date? Are we talking later this year? Are we talking next year? How much training time do either of them want or need?
Probably spent an hour and a half on the phone with both of them last night. I don't know. These are early stages. We'll see how it plays out.
Look, we've seen Zuckerberg doing, he can fight. I mean, by the accounts of people he's been training with.
Well, we've seen it.
He's
been in contests.
He can fight. But does Elon have any combat sports background, or is he just going in winging it?
Mark takes the sport very seriously. He trains very hard. He actually is good at jiu-jitsu. He's good at stand-up. And Elon tells me that he's done martial arts. He's done jiu-jitsu. And he says, people might not think this of me, but I've been plenty of fights growing up in South Africa.
Hell yeah, badass.
So is this a one-off, sort of like, Floyd Mayweather and Conor, or do you actually do a full fight where they're the headliners?
Yeah, I think you build a real card with real guys that you wanted to give some exposure to, and make sure that there's some really fun fights on the card, and they're the main event.
What's it going to cost us to watch?
Probably $100.
What do you think you would gross in something like this?
$1 billion?
I think it would be the biggest fight of all time was Floyd Mayweather and Conor. And
Yawn fest that was.
I just think it triples that. I think it triples what that did. There's no limit on what this thing could make, because like you were saying in the room today, you had a room full of women and men. Some are probably fight fans. Most are probably not. Everybody would watch it. Everybody would want to see it. This is the biggest fight that could ever be made in the history of the world.
Hell yeah. I honestly would pay to watch that. Like, I never, ever usually pay for things because, first of all, I have to save my money. But second of all, I would actually pay for that. I think that would be absolutely riveting. I think it would be fascinating because they're both weirdos, and I would love to see them. What if they just began making out and they're just hanging out and doing their thing? You know what I'm saying? Jake Paul says life keeps getting better, BETR, as his company is valued at $300 million. You can say whatever the hell you want about Jake Paul, because maybe you're jealous of the life he lives, or you have a small D and you don't like seeing other millennials win in life. But I honestly look up to Jake Paul more than Logan, because Jake Paul really is a good guy. I've never met him, but I assume. Jake Paul calls himself the problem child, but maybe he's not. But it certainly has nothing to do with his business ventures, because his company is now worth $300 million. The social media and betting platform, which the 26-year-old co-founded alongside Joey Levy in 2022, just raised $35 million in new funding, which was led by Fuel Venture Capital. Let's see what this video is about.
Better get ready. Stop playing January.
This is the commercial that Logan Paul or Jake Paul made for Better.
We're live, and we're starting in my home state, Ohio. This is for you.
It's showing the three-pointer that Curry made over or that take two. It's showing the three-pointer that Kyrie made over Curry in the 2016 NBA Finals to take the lead. So they're saying Ohio on the map, because Ohio has this weird mindset that they think people care. Ohio against the world. Trust me, no one cares.
Ohio!
Micro-betting is coming. Better is coming.
Real money. Insane multipliers. Huge payouts. Cold, hard cash.
I don't have the money to spend that, so it's kind of hard to relate, to watch something and go, oh yeah, I'm totally going to bet money on sports. Plus, if I learned one thing from my time with sports radio, I should probably do other things.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you. First, I got to put on some Romeo. I can't just do a live read when I'm playing some Romeo, man. It's a good vibe. Let's trip out for a little bit. Then I'll tell you about the best workout trainers around. Let's see what Romeo's got for us. Oh, no. Kind of sounds like thunder. Thunder and lightning. Thunder and lightning. Sorry. Oh, no. Please don't hurt me. Oh, my goodness. Let me tell you that Amir Academy of Martial Arts is the best MMA and boxing trainer around. I wouldn't just say that and lie to you. When you go to amiracademy.com, you can see all the info because he's the best MMA, boxing, self-defense class, women's self-defense class, kids classes, whatever the hell you need. Amir Academy of Martial Arts can provide that. And now you're going, Ryan, why the hell should we go to that? I have known Amir for about 7 years now, and he is a really good dude. To go to his place, it is at 2700 22nd Street North, and that's in St. Petersburg. And you can always call him at 727-821-4097. It's 727-821-4097 at amiracademy.com. This has also been brought to you by the other great trainer in all the Bay Area, Devin Prasad at fitsagefitness.net. He's got his own app and he's got memberships. And trust me, he's also a sage, so he'll give you great advice. And he's honestly one of my best friends. I love Devin Prasad. I don't know if you noticed this trend on Happy Hour, but I got the best trainers. I got the best ways for you to kind of get allegedly high. I'm here to hook you up. All right, we're going to come back and talk more about celebrity news. Ryan Hoppe talking about celebrity news on his podcast. Who? What a thought.
The only things that truly exist in this reality are merely pain, suffering, and futility. Listen.
Happy Hour. He never holds back, and he speaks his mind. Welcome back to Happy Hour.
It's time to turn Happy on.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com. All my social media names is at Ryan Hoppe Radio. And my Snapchat, of course, would be Ryan Hoppe Radio.
Hot topic.
Let's see what the hell is going on with Kevin Costner. Things don't seem really good right now for that guy.
Chris and I, we weren't able to make it to the Golden Globes and because of the flooding. And my wife, with $30,
my wife,
in a store. I'll never forget this. And she bought about 30 balloons because it was just going to be us and our family in the den watching the Golden Globes.
That's Kevin in January, giving wife Christine props for creating an impromptu family party for him to celebrate his Golden Globe win for Yellowstone. 4 months later, Christine filed for divorce, and now Christine has filed new documents which include bombshell details about the split and what's at stake.
Poor Kevin dated a clout chaser.
Christine is asking Kevin for $248,000 a month.
What talent do you provide besides giving them great sex?
In child support for their 3 children together to maintain their accustomed lifestyle.
Let's see what she's done in her life.
Christine is requesting Kevin pay 100% of the kids' private school tuition, their sports and extracurricular
earn some money,
and their health care expenses.
How happy are you two? I mean,
well, She makes me happy.
In the documents, Costner's enormous net worth is spelled out in detail. Included in his assets is their 160-acre estate in Aspen, where
so they've been married since 2004. Because what happened was when I did that rant about Al Pacino's girlfriend, whatever he was that he just knocked out being a cloud chaser, someone was like, but she actually came from money and did things in the past. So way to do research, Hoppy, which the guy was kind of correct, but I do believe that she was a cloud chaser and a gold digger because she wasn't that rich. But I'm right now on the IMDb page of Kevin Costner's ex-wife, and she has been on some TV shows, man. She's been on Inside Edition, Entertainment Tonight, Extra, and ETV. So pretty much she's been on the red carpet and all the news sites because she's married to Kevin Costner because she's a cloud chaser that knew she had to marry a famous actor in order to get by in life. And now that they're getting a divorce, she's like, oh no, I need the money.
Kevin and Christine got married in 2004. The extravagant property comes complete with 2 lakes, Kevin's own personal field of dreams, and 3 homes. The main house has a trap door in the master suite leading to a jacuzzi. Costner also owns a $145 million 10-acre oceanfront compound near Santa Barbara, featuring 500 feet of private beach.
Yeah, you know Kevin Costner's ex-wife is like, I need this. I can't just go back to being a normal person. I'm too pretty for that.
Family's primary residence is 30 miles away in Ventura, and he also has apartments in Los Angeles.
I love Montana, but I'm doing this for our family.
Some reports have suggested the breakup stemmed from Kevin's long shooting schedule with Yellowstone.
Yeah, I feel like that wouldn't really help, not ever really being around.
He's paid a reported $1.5 million an episode, and that Christine was behind his exit from the show. Christine states in the court documents that's not the case, saying, I did not pressure Kevin to leave the Yellowstone show.
No, they seem like they wanted to get rid of him anyway, I'll be honest. I've never seen that show. There's just not enough time in the day, and I'm always having a panic attack, so it's hard for me to focus, but there's not enough time to just watch all these TV shows. There's way too many options. Remember when everybody just watched Lost or whatever? Now you got a million shows.
You're all fired.
How proud are you, one, of this guy? And also, what's it like? Do you get ready together?
He always looks really handsome, so
I'm usually done
really
before her.
Both have filed for joint custody of their 3 children. Christine alleges in the court document she explained to Kevin the importance of talking to the children about the situation.
Yeah, mommy loves you and I love you too, but mommy was only with me for attention.
As a, quote, united front. Alleging Kevin then went on to break the divorce news to the kids over a 10-minute Zoom call from...
Oh, what a good father. Let's do it over a Zoom call.
...his Las Vegas hotel room without her present.
Oh, Father of the Year. You know what? Maybe he does deserve to give away all his money. You're doing a Zoom call to tell your kids? What a douchebag. That's what I love about doing my podcast. I think it's so good and funny. And I also like hearing the info for the first time because then it's like I'm learning with you guys. Some people would say that that's not doing prep, but you are incorrect. What the hell is Oprah doing? 2009 called.
Will you accept cash? Yes, ma'am. Okay, good.
It's Oprah buying her new book because you needed some sales.
No discounts here.
Oprah Winfrey is ready to welcome new members into her iconic book club.
I feel like she's not kidding when she said no discounts here. Like she seems like kind of a, what's the word, cheap person?
This 69-year-old media mogul walked into a local Barnes & Noble over the weekend to buy some patrons her most recent book rec, The Covenant of Water by Abraham Verghese, and shared the cute moment with her Instagram followers.
Hell yeah, guys. I need some attention. Pay attention to me.
We're at Barnes & Nobles to get you know what?
My book that no one's buying.
Yes. There it is. Come on. In stock. Hello.
You know, like when you look at, like let's say you go back in the day to a video rental place or any place that has like DVDs or books and you can tell that a few of them have been purchased or they're all perfectly lined up to the edge of the shelf where literally if you were to walk next to it and bump it, it would fall off the shelf. You know what I'm saying? Because no one's bought them. That was a long way of saying it. Nobody has bought Oprah's book. Like it is full.
Question is, do you take all of them or do we...
You leave some.
You leave some.
So should I leave 4 or 3 or 2?
What a narcissist.
I say 3.
But you haven't read this yet, huh? Unbelievable. Yeah. Well, can I buy this for you? I would love to buy this for you.
There's a boomer in front of him who's like, I don't want your buck.
I'll accept.
I'll accept, you know.
Oprah even joked around with one person who asked what book she would recommend.
What book would you recommend if I had to pick one out?
What book? Did she just ask me what book would I recommend?
Your book.
Oprah seems insufferable. I don't know. I just don't dig her. Also, my mom watched her every single day, and I have this toxic trait, one of them, that anything my parents watched growing up, I hate. So I'm not really a big fan of Rosie O'Donnell. I'm not a big fan of Oprah, and my dad loved Seinfeld and The Office. So Oprah's out for me.
Book.
This is the...
Let's fake laugh because we're around Oprah and we don't know what to say to this narcissist because it's kind of hard to communicate with her if it's not about her.
Right here. This is the book. You're asking me what book would I recommend? Oh my.
How to Win Friends and Influence People. I've been listening to the audiobook.
I'm going to sign it. I'm going to buy it for you. How's
Wow.
that? Will you accept cash? Okay, good.
I'll get the discount.
Discounts here.
The former talk show host captioned the funny video. My mission this summer is to make sure everyone is reading my latest at Oprah's Book Club pick.
She probably wants to be on the New York Times bestseller. Like, remember when she would release things or have the book club and everybody talked about it? Who the hell has talked about anything Oprah's done? So literally she's going around buying her book because she wants sales.
Covenant of Water by Abraham Verghese. First step, seeing if my local bookstore had copies. Now I need to get them into the hands of readers.
Please, make me relevant again.
Stay tuned.
We'll be so into everything Oprah's up to. Because when I think of someone that's relevant and riveting in 2023, I think of Oprah. Also, I don't even know if Oprah was ever that great. Like, she's okay or whatever. But maybe it's because there was only a few TV channels, so she was forced down your throat.
After Oprah finished up at the bookstore, she headed to a new location to find some more avid readers.
Wow. Where's Stedman? Are we never going to talk about that? That she probably is hooking up with Gail? I'm not trying to be offensive, but whatever. This is my show. Can we see her doing anything with Stedman? Nothing has happened in the 50 years they've been together or whatever.
Where we going?
We're going to the beach.
I'm going to the beach to give out my book. If she offered me her book, I would say, I'll take a selfie with you, but I don't really want your book.
Beach? See, he was reading good books. Who doesn't have a good book, we're going to help him out.
We're going to walk around the beach and give out books.
That's my mission, is to help people out.
Let's do it.
The TV icon then did a voiceover explaining all of the fascinating people she met and was able to give the novels to.
I'm not trying to be a dick, but I kind of am one. I kind of am one at times. Let's be honest here. Was Oprah ever like that good? You get a free car and you get a free car and then you got effed with the taxes.
Okay, so I got to tell y'all what happened because the waves are so loud you couldn't hear anything.
Yeah, you've never sounded better. Trust me. Oh no, you really missed out on my riveting commentary about how great I am.
Happy hour. Happy hour.
I'm getting worked up because I despise Oprah for no reason besides the fact that she's annoying. So, let's get some good vibes up in here. Here is my good friend, Lucas Brown with No Choice on Happy Hour.
I got no choice. We stealthy with the come up, we make no noise. I'm riding in the foreign, it's a Rolls Royce. I go and slap the hate up out of your voice, yeah, I got no choice. I had to be successful for my homeboys. We pull up on your squad, we got more boys. We got them diamond dancing, I got more toys. I'ma be the greatest this city's ever seen. Mark it in your calendars, I'm coming for your team. That's a fact. Oh, no, that's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact, bro. There ain't no cap, no. You talk to me with hate, then you just might get slapped. Oh, you tryna front now, you getting shut down. I don't do field goals, oh, I just go for touchdowns. Yeah, they all wanna be like me. You missing from the box and I'm scoring from the three, yeah. And I come with no degree. I'm messing with your girl and she liking what she see, oh. This is gangzy, y'all. When you walk into your city, you bring shame to all. When I walk into my city, it's my name to call. Putting in the work must be insane to y'all. I got no choice. You stealthy with the come up, we make no noise. I'm riding in the foreign, it's a Rolls Royce. I go and slap the hate up out of your voice, yeah. Oh, I got no choice. I had to be successful for my homeboys. We pull up on your squad, we got more boys. I got them diamond dancing, I got more toys.
I got more toys, and they bigger now. I got more toys, and they asking how. I'm headed straight to the top, throw me a lob, this is a bop. If it looks good, I cop, get my shoes and socks. I'm on a boat, you on a dock, you all floor, I am a mop. Hop on my drop top, give me the ox, I'm about to pop off. Y'all already know, I'm about to pop off. I cannot stop, no. I just keep going and going and going, I cannot stop. Yeah. Yo, I'll pull up with a gang, I must have bang. I might cop a range, if I want it, I'ma get it. I got it, forget it, yeah.
Successful, there ain't any other way. I never give the code to the safe. It's destiny, I ain't gotta say. It's no, I'ma get it anyway. I got no choice. You stealthy with the come up, we make no noise. I'm riding in the foreign, it's a Rolls Royce. I go and slap the hate up out of your voice, yeah, I got no choice. I had to be successful for my homeboys. I pull up on your squad, we got more boys. I got them diamond dancing, I got more toys.
Oh, yeah. Give it about 2 months and Lucas Brown will be the biggest rapper, not just Tampa Bay, but the world's ever seen. My goodness, is this guy talented. Love this beat. This is from Froggy from the MJ Morning Show on Q105. That beautiful plant that everyone needs to quit hating on in this short lifetime. Go to RyanHoppyRadio.com for all the information about me. And if you want to get the best printing company in all of the Bay Area, it's WestChasePrinting.com. Posters, business cards, yard signs, whatever the hell you need, you can get at WestChasePrinting.com. This has also been brought to you by Rich Keeley, Master Barbershop. I got my haircut this week. I get it about every 3 to 4 weeks, and I look so handsome, and that's because of RichKBarber.com over at Salon Loft on Kennedy Boulevard. Here's how it goes. You can get a beard trim, haircut, life advice, whatever the hell you need, but you got to sign up ahead of time. You can't just go there and say, hey, Rich, I want a haircut. No. You got to sign up ahead of time. And if you have to join the waiting list, it's going to be a maximum of 2 days. He's always got openings, but they book up fast. Do you necessarily need to get the haircut that day, or can you wait 2 days to get the best experience possible? I'm just being honest. I'm just being real. This has also been brought to you by counselingoncall.net. When I tell you that that's the best option to help out your mental health, I'm a man of my words. I speak to my therapist every single week. His name is Jay, and he is absolutely amazing, and I met him through counselingoncall.net. Don't ignore mental health. Don't talk it down, and be serious about it. A lot of people that claim, oh, I'm here to talk about mental health, treat people badly, and that affects their mental health. And those same people go, oh, September is recovery month, or May is mental health month. Let's pretend like we care for a year. No, for a month. No. You got to be about it 24/7. Let me see if there's anything else I need to promote. You want the best hemp lemonade? Astrobleem.com, ASTRLBLEME.com, and there use keyword Hoppy to save 10%. Man, that drink will light me up in a good way.
Happy Hour.
Listen to Hoppy Hour at any time, anywhere. Search Hoppe Radio on all major streaming platforms.
Live from Tampa Bay, you are tuned in to Happy Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
William has launched a 5-year project to end homelessness in the UK. The initiative, Homewards, will mirror work done in Finland.
After that Spotify, or that's the different royal family, but the royal, that was a failed attempt at a rant. But if you're 55 minutes in, I appreciate you listening. With all the hatred that the royal family gets, they probably need to help out homelessness to look good.
Which has almost eliminated homelessness. The pilot project will be spread across 6 areas of the UK, addressing the increasingly unaffordable housing crisis.
Hey, can you come to St. Petersburg and help us out?
The Prince of Wales said instances of people without a roof over their heads should be rare, brief, and unrepeated.
Hey, can we have some sleepovers at your place while we try to find a place? If you care about everybody so much, kind of like when Joel Osteen will pretend like he cares about people, but then when that hurricane happened in Houston, nobody was allowed to go to his mega church.
His charity has provided $3 million of startup funding.
Hopefully that money's going to the right spot.
There are going to be some big changes at your local Starbucks. There is a buzz about a strike that Starbucks baristas and other staffers may be going on strike because there is a push to remove pride decorations.
Oh my God, in this short lifetime, who cares with whatever somebody has sex with or what they want to identify as? If you really are offended by pride things, you are a homophobic dirtbag. Here's how it works. As long as you're not hooking up with kids or animals, whatever you want to do is fine. I don't care. I want everybody to feel love. But the problem is you have so many phobic people out there. It's a hard battle.
In Starbucks. Clearly some fallout from everything that's going on with Target and Bud Light and all the others, right?
Well, this seems to be just some beef between the union, the Starbucks union, and I guess corporate leaders. The corporate has come out and said that the union is spreading falsehoods, that this is not happening. And
unions always seem to have drama. I'm not saying they're good or bad, but there's always drama with unions.
What's not happening? The strike or the removal of the decor?
The removal of the decor. This is apparently allegedly being done at maybe a few stores, done by store managers or maybe store regional leaders.
Probably in the South.
Starbucks is saying that they're a very inclusive company. They're not looking for anyone to be taking down any type of decor or any.
They have the constant debates over those holiday cups in the past, and now this. Can't you just go there, spend your $8.25 on the most overpriced but delicious coffee and call it a day? Who cares?
Anything like that. So this might be a tactic that the union is doing to help divide each other.
But does corporate have the power to order franchisees to do or not do certain things is the question, right? Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
And I would think that certain stores can make their own decisions. And maybe that is happening in certain stores in different parts of the country, right?
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that Starbucks corporate is pushing that, and that's what seems like this.
Life's too short to be mad about a company that makes overpriced coffee. That was almost a perfect transition. Did you hear Dog the Bounty Racist Hunter found out he has a son?
Oh my gosh, we're like a family.
Dog the Bounty Hunter takes to Instagram with shocking news. The reality TV star, real name Dwayne Chapman, recently discovered he has a secret son.
Of course he would call himself Dog the Bounty Hunter. Who the hell wants to go around and be like, hi, I'm Dwayne Chapman, and I have a small penis, and I overcompensate and cheat on my wife as a racist loser?
Whom he's now met and is paying tribute to on Instagram in a touching birthday message.
I am a lawman on a mission from God.
And if that wasn't enough, turns out the date coincides with another important milestone. Dwayne's late wife and co-star Beth Chapman died on that same day, June 26th, 2019. As Dwayne explains in the caption, but
she's been dead for 4 years. My God, time flies. It's sad.
God redeemed this day. So now, instead of sorrow, this day has a new meaning.
Oh yeah, you totally redeemed yourself by finding out about a kid you had probably while with your wife.
You know, she's up there dancing with angels and stuff, and I'm down here bawling every day.
Yeah.
There's no other details for now.
Okay.
Dwayne keeps the introduction simple. This is my son John and his wife Jody.
It's gotta be weird.
But he promises fans will know more soon in his upcoming book.
Oh, please. We must know. It totally impacts our life. And if you're reading Dog the Bounty Hunter's book, you have no life.
Title, 9 Lives and Counting.
Get a box of Kleenexes, brother.
Yeah. That's what you had to do all the time you banged your side chicks. Get the Kleenex box.
Dwayne adds, happy birthday, son. Love you both.
Because all men want to be the wife's hero, right?
E.T. spoke with the grief-stricken star just weeks after Beth died of throat cancer.
I wonder if he has a lot of regrets about all the ways he probably mistreated her.
Where are you now when when they say, let's go shoot, and you're looking for that partner?
For 2-3 years, she knew this might happen. So she would say, who's going to sit next to you? And I said, no one.
Soon after, Dwayne found a new lady love.
And not funny, but the new lady love he found is like a younger millennial version of his wife.
Francie Frayne.
What about your wedding, Mrs. Chapman?
Yes, we're so excited about the wedding.
She was also enduring the loss of a longtime partner. The two told us they were committed to honoring their loved ones year after year.
Every Father's Day, usually, we would fly from Hawaii to Colorado, and
there needs to be a Father's Day for just deadbeats, like National Deadbeat Day, because you have so many fathers that make the male gender and make us all look bad. That you need a separate day for, hey, here's a card and a box of candy.
She would go down the Platte River on a.
All right, I don't care anymore about that deadbeat.
Not true, total rumor. Jennifer Lawrence is setting the record straight on rumors that years ago Liam Hemsworth cheated on Miley Cyrus with her.
Of course she did. If you're responding about it, then that means there's probably some truth to it. Like if it wasn't true, it wouldn't bother you. Second of all, remember when they went through that divorce 5 years ago and then Miley was hanging out with Caitlyn Carter at the end of that relationship and then there was some, cross promotion, you know what I'm saying? They were cheating on each other too. Like everybody was saying, oh yeah, that relationship that Miley was in right after her divorce from Liam Hemsworth, there totally was no cheating in between then. And then you hear that Liam is cheating as well. They cheated on each other since day one. But we were told by the media, oh no, once they were officially divorced, then she began going down on Caitlyn. There was no licking during that marriage.
On Monday, the No Hard Feelings star joined Andy Cohen on Watch What Happens Live.
I love Watch What Happens Live. He's better than Howard Stern in the way that he gets the real juiciness.
And denied that the pair had a fling while he was dating the Flowers singer.
When Miley Cyrus's song Flowers debuted, there was a lot of talk that the music video, I know the audience is already responding.
They're like, uh-huh.
Okay. There was already a lot of talk that the music video was referencing a secret fling that you had with Liam Hemsworth while he was with Miley Cyrus. Can you please respond to this?
I would love to. Not true.
Oh, totally. We're going to believe you.
Total rumor. I mean, we all know me and Liam kissed one time.
And then I gave him a mouth hug. No big deal.
It was years after they broke up.
Okay.
So I just assumed that was like a coincidence.
Jen was also not holding back when it came to voicing her opinion on the recent scandal rocking Vanderpump Rules.
What was your reaction to the last 5 minutes of...
All right, I don't care about Vanderpump Rules. Chicago already has a lot of problems, and this is coming from somebody that is from Chicago, but this is happening.
And not everyone is heeding those warnings to limit your time outdoors.
CBS 2's Andrew Ramos.
The air quality has reached Chicago. You have crime, overpriced food, high taxes, and now there's poor air quality, just what that city needs.
Continues our team coverage live.
At least Lori Lightfoot's not the mayor anymore, that dirty, rotten. Never mind.
And not everyone is heeding those warnings to limit your time outdoors.
CBS 2's Andrew Ramos continues our team coverage live along Wacker Drive near the Chicago River. Andrew?
That's right, Jim and Marie, and it's a title that I don't think any city ever wants, to reign supreme when it comes to being worst for air quality, but right...
Whatever.
Here we go. Chicago is number one. And despite all of that, we've come across many people all day long, especially here along the Riverwalk, opting to stay outdoors.
What are you going to do? Not go outdoors? Are you going to go through another quarantine?
Here along the Riverwalk in downtown, joggers and tourists went about their day trying to soak in as many attractions as possible.
I kind of wish I could just fly up to Chicago right now and see it. I'd be fascinated to see this bad air quality.
Some people dining outdoors for lunch. We did speak to some of the businesses here along the Riverwalk.
Yeah.
And they do acknowledge that the crowds for lunchtime usually are bigger.
Duh.
And the air quality alert has certainly put a dent in foot traffic. Chicago Public Schools not taking any chances with this smog, notifying parents early Tuesday that all outdoor activities and programs would be moved indoors.
All the smoke in the air and the bad quality, it is sad that it reached Chicago, but let's be honest here, that's what Cleveland's been like since day one.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
All right, we're going to come back and hang out some more. But first, I want to play somebody else from the promotions department at Beasley Media Group, that being Calm Before the Storm, a.k.a. my good friend, Carlton.
Struggle is infinite, maybe it never ends. Survival time calls for desperate measurements. Your days are numbered and your money's always spent. Yeah. The cycle continues. Every day new issues, trying to get through, rent due, bills due. This breakthrough gets mental. Stress the number one killer, blood pressure on 1,000. The scene gets realer, envy surrounds the brain pounding. Roller coaster ride, seems the end has begun. Underclass is day one, so the ball keeps bouncing. Every meal served, another dies starving. The 100 becomes the 100, now the hunger enlarges. This is the wild, where the love grows scarce. Die slow while the devil crowds in laughter. Misery ever after, we love the disaster. Engulfed in violence, no sleep when the opposition lives in the shadows. It's a battle, life or death, and evil what we up against. More crime, more eyes to view the decadence. The struggle is infinite, maybe it never ends. Survival time calls for desperate measurements. Your days are numbered and your money's always spent.
No one has ever suffered the way I've suffered. My God. You realize that your suffering does not isolate you. Your suffering is your bridge. That many people have suffered before you. Many people are suffering around you. And always will.
Every day, every night, it's a struggle. A tussle with the world full of customers to hustle. Gotta have bands of muscle, remain a featherweight. Life detonates while we celebrate. Keep insanity, using nature for meditation. Positive reinforcing on the whole population. Living on the stage, watching chaos immense. Easy way to make $1, but it never makes sense. Close my eyes to imagine a world with no stress. Not realizing the circumstances made me feel blessed. In the pursuit of happiness, we looking for a way into heaven.
Oh yeah, that was Calm Before the Storm. With the struggle is infinite, but someday we'll make it big.
He never holds back, and he speaks his mind. Welcome back to Happy Hour.
Oh, yeah.
He's the voice of a generation that got screwed by the baby boomers.
Damn right.
Welcome back to Happy Hour.
Mm-hmm.
Live from Tampa Bay.
What up?
You are tuned in to Happy Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Oh, yeah. 856 49 Hoppy. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppy Radio, and you can always email me, RyanHoppyRadio@gmail.com. I have been here an hour and 10 minutes, but I got really nothing else to do. So why the hell would I not want to hang out with you guys and entertain you with my thoughts on celebrity news? Because that's what I do here. I speak my mind and I never hold back. Because in this short lifetime, why would you want to be bland? All right, let's see what's going on from my favorite news source. No, not CNN. That would be Hollywood Life.
Hey guys, it's Allie for Hollywood Life with your music roundup today, and we're kicking things off with Ashanti and Nelly's sexy performance after rekindling their romance. Ashanti joined Nelly on stage at his Hot in Here music festival.
This is kind of similar to J-Lo and Ben Affleck reliving the past because they're bored.
In Toronto, and danced on her man while performing their collab, Body on Me. While singing to her beau, the foolish singer turned around and grinded on him during the steamy headline set at the festival. Is it getting hot in here?
Grinding's fun.
See what I did there? Moving on to Selena Gomez, who recently unfollowed Zayn Malik on Instagram after...
No! That just ruined my day forever. She got unfollowed? No way.
Rumors that the two of them were seeing each other. Fans noticed over the weekend that in addition to Zayn, the multi-hyphenate unfollowed Gigi and Bella Hadid, Zendaya, and more celebs. The move came as a bit of a shock, but a source told People that the Wolves crooner has no negative feelings towards the group of people she took off her following list.
That's good.
Sometimes you just gotta clean house.
Whatever.
Now to a couple who seems to be going strong. That is Kelsey Ballerini and Chase Stokes.
I feel old because I don't know who the hell they are, but let's find out.
The Outer Banks actor appeared to surprise his girlfriend.
Oh yeah, I don't have Netflix.
And at her Seattle tour stop, and the video is adorable. As Kelsey disembarked her plane, Chase was waiting there on the tarmac, much to the singer's surprise.
Whatever, I don't care. What the hell's going on with Taylor Swift and Meghan Markle? This next headline. I love seeing the downfall of Meghan Markle.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
That's dirty, rotten.
Meghan Markle was reportedly not able to land a particularly high-profile guest for her podcast. According to a new report from the Wall Street Journal, the Duchess of Sussex aimed to get Taylor Swift on her Spotify podcast Archetypes. Per the outlet, Meghan wrote her a personal letter asking her to come on, but the Lavender Haze singer reportedly turned down the request through a representative. Access Hollywood has reached out to Taylor and Meghan's respective teams for comment. The Wall Street Journal report comes 1 week after it was announced that Spotify and Archwell Audio, Meghan and Prince Harry's podcasting company, had ended their collaboration. The company said in a joint statement earlier this month that they'd, quote, mutually agreed to part ways and are proud of the series we made together, referring to Archetypes. A representative for Spotify told NBC News that the split meant that Spotify would not pick up Archetypes for season 2. Meghan launched the show last summer, and
there wasn't even really a season 1.
Season 1 featured interviews between her and stars like Serena Williams, Mariah Carey, Jamila Jamil, Issa Rae, and Mindy Kaling. The Wall Street Journal's new report claims that the process of choosing the right guest for Archetypes was, quote, often fraught, among other alleged issues behind the scenes, and that Prince Harry reportedly struggled to settle on a podcast idea of his own. Sources who worked with Meghan and Harry claimed to the Wall Street Journal that the couple, who also have a TV production deal with Netflix, have had, quote, trouble finding material consistent with their brand, along with, quote, inexperience as producers, and have also ran into, quote, problems beyond their control, including a retrenchment in the entertainment and podcasting businesses.
That's what happens when you're a douche.
An Archwell spokesperson told the outlet, new companies often make changes in their startup phase, both with people and strategy, and we are no exception. We're more equipped, focused, and energized than ever before. Meghan and Harry struck their deals with Netflix and Spotify back in 2020, months after they stepped back from their roles as senior working royals and moved to the U.S. Harry recently returned to the UK for his father King Charles's coronation. DailyMail.com's Charlie Langston told Access Hollywood about his visit.
That whole interaction, if you watch footage of it, you could tell he is not welcomed by that family anymore.
His trip was incredibly quick. We are talking less than 29 hours in the UK.
I thought she was going to say 20 minutes.
It was a fly-in, fly-out situation. Interestingly, he flew commercial, so he's maybe starting to take on board all of that criticism about his decision to fly in private jets. He flew on American Airlines over to the UK, flew on British Airways back from the UK. He landed in LA at about 6:30 p.m. So Archie may not have been prepared to party through the night. Obviously, he's only 4 years old. But Harry did make it back in time to spend a good period with his son on his birthday weekend, which we know was incredibly important to the Duke of Sussex.
And when Harry was in town, who did he talk to?
Well, publicly, Harry was seen chatting with Beatrice, Eugenie, their husbands.
All right, who cares? Life's too short. What's going on?
An amazing rescue at sea after a woman fell overboard on a cruise ship. It happened in waters near the Dominican Republic, and this morning we're hearing from eyewitnesses. Victor Oquendo joined us with more. Good morning, Victor.
Good morning, Michael. Typically, when someone on a cruise ship goes overboard, it does not end with a rescue. Thankfully, they got to this woman in time, and this morning we're hearing from passengers who watched the rescue unfold.
This morning, the dramatic rescue at sea after a cruise ship passenger went overboard.
Oh, there's a couple buoys there.
Those life preservers and smoke flare likely near the area where the woman was spotted. Listen to the announcement overhead.
We did have a report of a person overboard, so the captain has turned the ship around.
Crews racing to rescue her in this yellow boat as other passengers like Matt Kuhn and his wife Amy watch the tense moments unfold.
Well, I'm glad she survived. You don't want to see people die, even though we all will.
Our GMI cover story, Costco taking a stance against customers sharing memberships. It's just the latest major company cracking down to protect its bottom line.
All these companies, Costco, Netflix, they waited way too long.
Chief business correspondent Rebecca Jarvis is back with that story for us. Hey there again, Rebecca.
Hi, nice to see you again, Robin. And they say sharing is caring, but that's not necessarily true if you're planning a trip to Costco, where they are cracking down on membership freeloaders. So for that next visit, in addition to clearing out your car trunk for all the bulky items, you got to be sure to bring a membership card with your face on it.
This morning, the end of freeloading at the Costco self-service checkout. The wholesale giant cracking down on membership sharing, requiring that shoppers now show their membership cards, which include an ID photo, before swiping their merchandise at the self-service kiosks.
That is genius. How long until Netflix makes you scan your face or something?
Those Costco memberships equal revenue and profits for Costco, the retailer. So when that membership gets shared, Costco ends up losing money, and
they probably lost so much money because of that.
Losing profits.
In a statement, the company writing, Costco is able to keep our prices as low as possible because our membership fees help offset our operational expenses.
When I start making really good money in radio, which I feel like will be soon, I just believe in myself that much, I plan on joining Costco. It just seems fun.
We don't feel it's right that non-members receive the same benefits and pricing as our members.
Yeah, of course
not. More than
not.
69 million households have an annual Costco membership. The least expensive, at $60 a year, lets you add one extra person who lives at the same address.
Costco is able to give members deep discounts on products because they know, based on their purchasing profile, what they're going to buy weekly or monthly.
All right, that's good. I'm glad they have it all figured out.
Rihanna's baby bump makes its high fashion debut in Paris. The soon-to-be mom of two and her partner A$AP Rocky were twinning in matching checkered denim outfits complete with hats.
I love A$AP Rocky. The song Peso is one of the greatest songs ever, and it also makes me feel really old that it's 11 years old.
Also made a style statement in a $700,000 Jacob & Company diamond watch choker. Rihanna also just bared her belly for Pharrell's breakout men's campaign. Pharrell, who is Louis Vuitton's new creative director, united the fashion and music worlds together for a spectacular debut for Vuitton. And
maybe I'm having a crisis, but I would love to get into fashion, just to look really pretty.
Top of the nearly 1,800-person guest list, Beyonce and Jay-Z, Zendaya, Meg Thee Stallion, LeBron James, and Kim Kardashian, just to name a few.
All right. Rich people doing rich things.
Billie Eilish is getting real about the bad guys in her life. The 21-year-old singer opened up to Vogue in a new interview and revealed that negative comments about her body online, quote, still hurts her feelings.
It really does hurt your feelings when you see mean things about you online. But at the same time, you have to remember that they would never say it to your face, and B, they are hiding behind a keyboard. And most of the time, their profiles are private and they're the ugly people.
telling the mag, "Dude, I don't even know. It's tough, man. Honestly, nobody can say anything about my body that I don't have a stronger opinion about. I also think that if I was younger, like if the internet talked about me the way they do now when I was like 11, I don't think I would be able to exist, to be honest. I like myself more than I used to, and I'm more interested in how I feel than how they feel. But then also, that might be a load of because it still hurts my feelings like a son of a Billie continued
Why would you beep out bitch? Whatever. It's a female dog.
on saying that she believes the online hate will always be present in her life.
Yes, you're famous and you're going to always have haters. Deal with it. Grow up.
Admitting she still finds it tough at times.
Trust me, I'm not a fan of hate either, but you just go, you know what? Who cares? None of this matters.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Here's some more Lucas Brown. We'll be right back on Happy Hour.
Moving up, yeah, you know we real with it. Front of dust, now we out here feeling it. Not a bluff, we just go insane with it. It's not enough, we gon' lose our brain with it. Moving up, yeah, you know we real with it. Front of dust, now we out here feeling it. Not a bluff, we just go insane with it. It's not enough, we gon' lose our brain with it. People wanna piggyback off everything I do. You say you will ride, I know that's not true. I just wanna get that cash and make off with the safe. Riding in the rave, why you try to chase? I'm out in my head, I'm out my mind. I just get it done, I respect my grind. I get dumb and I get stupid, but I don't back down, I am ruthless. They playing games with me, they bring me pain, you see. I need a real one, show me the real one. Moving up, yeah, you know we real with it. Front of dust, now we out here feeling it. Not a bluff, we just go insane with it. It's not enough, we gon' lose our brain with it. Moving up, yeah, you know we real with it. Front of dust, now we out here feeling it. Not a bluff, we just go insane with it. It's not enough, we gon' lose our brain with it. Lose your brain, lose your mind, lose it all, yeah, that's fine. Lose your brain, yeah, lose your mind, yeah, lose it all, yeah, that's fine, yeah. Music is my everything and this is what I live for. If I could have anything, I would have a world tour. They say I need to think more clearly. They speaking to me like they can't hear me. Have a plan B, have a backup. It's not how I see, how about we strap up? Have a plan B, have a backup. It's not how I see, how about we strap up? Moving up, yeah, you know we real with it. Front of dust, now we out here feeling it. Not a bluff, we just go insane with it. It's not enough, we gon' lose our brain with it. Moving up, yeah, you know we real with it. Front of dust, now we out here feeling it. Not a bluff, we just go insane with it. It's not enough, we gon' lose our brain with it.
Call Hoppe now. 856-49-HOPPE. Tweet at him at Ryan Hoppe Radio.
Listen to Hoppe Hour at any time, anywhere. Search Hoppe Radio on all major streaming platforms.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Happy Hot Topic!
The Department of Justice Inspector General revealing new details on the death of Jeffrey Epstein. The DOJ watchdog blames the disgraced financier's suicide in a Manhattan jail on guard negligence and misconduct.
That's one way to put it.
Among other things, the report alleges the congressional staff failed to ensure Epstein was assigned a cellmate and failed to take other required measures to ensure he was safe and accounted for.
He's either not dead or was murdered, like in an episode of Ray Donovan or something. There's the suicide thing just doesn't seem believable to me. And I'm not really into conspiracies, but my goodness.
ABC News senior investigative reporter Aaron Katursky is here with more on this. Aaron, there's still so many questions swirling about how a prisoner this high profile, having already been on suicide watch, was able to take his own life. So what more is this report saying about that?
Yeah, tell me.
There was no more high-profile federal inmate at the time than Jeffrey Epstein. And Diane.
And by the way, whenever any of them were in court, her or Stain Maxwell, get it? That was a terrible joke. Why was there no footage, video, or pictures of them in camera? We have 4K. We have access to the OJ trial in the 90s. Oh, but we get a little sketch drawing for the rich and elite.
Diane, this report from the Justice Department's Inspector General is scathing in its assessment of the Bureau of Prisons and the Manhattan Correctional Facility.
All right, I don't care anymore. He didn't die through suicide. I don't even think he's dead. All right, let's put on some chill music. We got a few more headlines to get through. Hunter Biden privately settles with baby mama over child support payments for their 4-year-old daughter. President's son's contributions dropped from $20K to $5K a month, and daughter cannot use family name. Oh, Father of the Year! Burn in hell, you deadbeat loser. Go bang another hooker while doing coke. I bet he will. New Superman announced. Look Both Ways actor David Cornsweet will replace Henry Cavill as Clark Kent in Superman Legacy. I don't know. I'm kind of a party pooper, but I'm not really into superhero movies. So there's that. Also, Roseanne Barr makes some shocking announcements and some shocking things. Roseanne Barr being offensive? Whoa! That loser has no other redeeming talent. So she goes, I'm going to say offensive things. And now the clip I'm about to play are those of Roseanne Barr and not of Ryan Hoppe. I just got to be out there saying that because I don't want people thinking that I'm endorsing it because I'm playing it on the show. And while the video loads, 856-49-HOPPE.
And that is the truth. And nobody died in the Holocaust either.
No.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
It should happen. 6 million Jews should die right now.
Theo Von's like, oh my God, I'm going to go viral.
Because they cause all the problems in the world, but it never happened. But it never happened.
Theo's like, I am not responding. I am not getting canceled because of this douchebag.
Yeah.
Mandated.
Well, because you're part Jewish, right? Part of your family's Jewish?
I'm all Jewish.
You're all Jewish.
She's weird. 856-49-HOPPE. That's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, whatever. Tucker Carlson, producer, goes scorched earth on Fox News after 8 remaining staff are fired and new primetime shakeup with Jesse Waters taking over. Cable news is for people that are bored with their life, so I don't really care. Also, Soros-backed prosecutor Kim Fox from Chicago is accused of legitimizing vigilante justice after dropping murder charges against mom who ordered her son, 14, to shoot dead man beating her up and then told him to shoot the victim's girlfriend. Oh, Chicago being corrupt? Who would have saw that coming? It doesn't seem like something that would happen in Chicago. Joy Behar has some things to say about Donald Trump. And, man, I get that he's doing some things that are kind of sketchy or whatever. I don't really know what he's doing. But he's not president anymore. Move on.
Allegedly. Is it possible that he thought that he could sell them? That he thought he could
leverage
everything about
him is making money, so why not?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it, everybody.
No,
I don't want to get sued.
But to be honest, I've wondered that with some of the documents reportedly about the Saudis as well, because he obviously has financial interests in the golf tour. I don't want to speculate too much, but that is, I think, what this prosecution is going to have to go into is he's already broken enough laws, whether there's intent in, and trying to undermine our U.S. national security. But I mean, that's something that
What's the why? What's the why? And you never have to prove the why to prove this case. You don't have to prove intent. But juries are going to want to know, why did he do it?
You want to hear the best episode ever of The View? I mean, it's this.
Hey, Stewie, 3 o'clock. Time for The View. No, not again! Let me out of here! I can't watch another second!
Happy Hour.
And like that, he's gone.